Okay, Willem, I have news.
Tell me.
Legendary queer podcast Food for Thought is bringing season 3 of their hit show right here to the Forever Dog Podcast Network.
New acquisitions and mergers. I love that.
Yes,
if you're not
yeah.
already listening to Food for Thought, that hoe over there, you're fully insane and you need to subscribe right now.
Yes, so Food for Thought, that's THOT, is hosted by a multiracial mix of queer writers who talk about sex, relationships, race, identity, what they like to read, and who they like to ring.
Let's talk about Teebs, Fran, and Dennis, and Joe, and they're four of the smartest, funniest, and yes, hottest people in the world, I think. And if you're looking for a little book smart, sexy podcast fun, this is the podcast for you. I listened to it and it was super cute.
Yeah, so don't waste your time on any other podcast out there unless it's one of the other Forever Dog classics. Go on.
Classic Elite.
Exactly. Go on Apple Podcasts or wherever you find fine podcasts right now and subscribe to Food for Thought right now.
Right now. Tatiana now.
Forever Dog.
Race Chaser. Woo-hoo. Race Chaser. Yeehaw. Race Chaser. Woo-hoo. Race Chaser. Yeehaw.
Hello, and welcome back to Race Chaser, a podcast dedicated to the discussion, dissection,
And dissemination.
of every single episode of RuPaul's Drag
Drag
Race,
Race.
starting from the very beginning.
This is the beginner.
My name's Alaska. What's yours?
I'm Willem.
Welcome back.
Girl, it's been
Hi.
so long.
It has been a moment. It's been a moment. We're all the way up to season 2, episode 5, and it's getting gaggy up in here, honey.
It's whittling down slowly to
It
the
is.
best of the Wigatry.
So last week we had Tatiana had a huge win with the Snatch Game.
Over Pandora, yep.
Morgan and Sonique, they lip sync, they tore it up on stage.
We are Monday night recapping it right now.
yes,
It was on Mondays then. So.
right, exactly. Morgan is staying and she's fighting another week.
She's tooth and nail.
So Sonique invented emojis with her lipstick message. She wrote peace and love with a peace sign and a heart.
And then the I was dotted upside down. It was really cool. It was such a cool signature.
It is.
She
She's a good
said, bye,
signature.
heart, smileys, peace, bye, I got a gig.
Yeah.
Basically.
She's going to work.
Yeah, then she wrote,
and
trust.
trust. Money, honey.
Money, honey. She's, she went for that.
Who would like to remove the message? Tatiana is the first to volunteer and quickly erase that message.
Morgan certainly didn't want to.
Swoop, swoop, swoop.
She's like, I'm going to put my headphones in and learn these words.
The mini challenge is really fun. I love this mini challenge.
What was it?
It's they have to wrap a box.
Oh, the box.
Yeah,
Well,
and they
but
weren't
what's
allowed
in
to
the
look.
box?
They weren't allowed to look inside the box, which would have been hard because the first thing you do when you are handed a box like that is you want to open
They
it.
didn't let him open it?
No, because they opened it to reveal what the challenge is.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a big lead up to a reveal. So they have to do a gift wrapping challenge, and this kind of clues into what the challenge is. So they have to do this mini challenge, and they have to decorate the box and wrap it using something old, something new, something borrowed from another queen, and something blue. Wait, not something blue. The something blue comes later. So they go around, they borrow a little something, deedly deedly dee.
Look at all those hangers.
I know you fetishize the hangers.
Well,
in
they
the
didn't give any of the
workroom.
girls enough.
I remember you said on your season, as soon as someone went home, you were like, "I get her hangers." You just wanted hangers for all your designers,
Shut
all
up.
your designer goods.
Get out the Westwood. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're doing a show. Sorry.
So, well, there are a few standouts for this. Jujubee has the scented box. You remember that?
I love that.
She was the only one with the scented.
She borrowed a
box.
scent from one of her girlfriends, and Ruth
She
said,
did.
"What is it special about your box?" And Juju went, "It's
scented.
scented." She gave good presentation
She did.
in all round. She was entertaining
Yeah.
and beguiling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only box that really stood out to me was Raven's.
Chic.
It was really chic.
Dark and chic.
and
dark lady chic.
unexpected. Raven was sort of the first like goth queen.
I mean, yeah, because
She was named after a black bird, which is extremely goth. She's
Truth.
very icy, and she's very goth.
and
in her
that nose
aesthetic.
from the side right there, pure Raven.
You're such an
Honestly.
asshole.
No, it's a strong triangular nose, and there's nothing wrong with saying it. I'm not saying it's big, it's triangular, the shape.
right.
Like a Roman coin.
yeah, exactly.
profile.
Yeah, no.
And she
she's-
whittles it
yeah,
down from
she's
the front.
gorgeous.
From the front, it's like, where did that go?
It's a
She's such an
toothpick.
artist with that fucking
It's
makeup
a
brush.
popsicle stick,
Girl.
honey.
Yep.
The box is beautiful, though. It's sort
Thank
of
you so much.
chocolatey cocoa browns and very dark.
I'll wash better.
Sorry. And here's the drama and the tea.
What's the tea? Girl, tell me what's the tea?
The borrowed item is the raven, the bird on top.
Who'd she borrow
borrowed
that
it
item
from
from?
Jujubee. I
Okay.
like saying it with a soft juju, like RuPaul has
Ru.
been saying it on the show. Jujubee let her borrow the black raven bird.
Barred the bird.
And it kind of seals the deal. When Rue is choosing, the bird starts whispering, pick me, pick me. And then
A
RuPaul
moment.
does.
A moment.
Yeah. So Raven's prize is she gets to assign the order with which the girls get to choose their gown.
Got it.
Okay. So this is a big deal. Also, we get the something blue with the little card that comes out of the box. It's reading more of a lilac to me.
See, that's not Willem nitpicking. It actually is a lilac.
It's a I saw the envelope and it was lilac.
How dare you
I
go
saw
against
the
the
envelope and it
Empire.
was lilac. I'll take you down to Benjamin Moore Paints and I'll show you the color cards, darling.
Bitch, we'll color match that butthole real quick. That's a periwinkle
We have a
dusty.
color matching system, darling. I'll be happy to take you right down there myself. It doesn't even fall into the blue category, darling.
Can we do it with my foundation?
yeah.
Fuck off.
That
yeah, we
that
really
was-
should go to Home Depot.
That was the color of your fucking face
season
during
4.
season 4.
Totally. Matthew said, you need to warm up that area. And that was his hint for it. It's like, just warm it up, darling.
Yeah, warm it up. Warm it up.
Warm it up. Yeah,
So-
so sorry.
So Raven gets to choose her dress off the rack 1st.
Mm-hmm.
What they have to do is they have to take an old wedding dress and remix it new age
Mm-hmm.
style and make it express yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Raven goes first. She gets to pick whatever dress she wants, and she gets to choose the order that the girls get to pick. So Juju thinks,
Jujubee.
well, I gave her the bird. She's going to pick me first.
Yeah, of course.
Who does she pick first?
Does she pick her old best friend or her new best friend? Morgan?
Morgan.
Girl.
And I think this
Ooh.
is totally just my opinion, but I think it's because Morgan is a sewer and Raven knows that this is a sewing challenge and honey, she's going to be my good Judy and help me out.
Tactiques.
Takatika.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage. Tactique. Tactique, your Lion King number's on. They love that during brunch.
Is that your music? It's okay. There's a 3-minute intro on it. It's fine.
It's
fine.
built in.
I don't
That's
even
when I
have
do my
hair on.
thumbnails.
I don't even have my hair on yet.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, wow. Okay. That was definitely tactical.
So it's no secret, but this is all about the wedding challenge.
So-
it's a fun challenge.
Yeah, it's visually stunning to look at with
Yeah.
drama, highs and lows of yelling and screaming, and we'll get to all that.
Everyone gets to be the bridezilla a little bit.
Everybody. And let me tell you,
Were you a bridezilla at your wedding?
no.
No.
I wore something borrowed, something blue, something old, something new. Technically, because I was in
Something borrowed, something blue, something old, something Balenciaga.
no, I wish it was. It was a. I do have blue denim Balenciagas. The like house
Something
shoe.
red bottomed, something gooch.
No, I was red bottom. It was raw after that night. The things I did
Oh
on my
my-
wedding night. Ugh.
Oh my god.
Anyway, my shirt was really cute. It was a blue Tammy Wynette shirt that said "Stand by Your Man" that I got from a thrift store.
Aww.
So something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, but let me tell you, you'll love David's bridal. Literally, Raven's outfit on this. Miss David, she turned it.
Oh, David is her name, her boy name, her government
I
name.
tried to go for that. I was like, ooh, wait.
David's bridal.
You'll love David's bridal.
I'd like to take a minute to talk to you about davidsbridal.com/drag. I'm just kidding. We're not.
I was like,
we
shit,
haven't
free for
landed
all.
them yet. We haven't landed them yet, but we're going to. So Juju is obviously pissed that she wasn't picked first. Rightfully so.
Rightfully so.
And she's talking about Raven and Morgan being besties and being kind of a clique. And she calls them Maven or Morzin or Morvin.
Is this the first fan name mashup
It kind of
of the
is.
series?
Which tracks through because they do it on All Stars 1. They become Rujubi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rujubi. Oh,
Also, Rolaska Talks. We ended up making ourselves that.
so none of Juju's suggestions stuck. They were Morvin, Reagan, Morgan, which is just her name, and Maven. Or is that a typo? We're gonna have to call down to the network and get research and standards on it.
Standards and practices.
Fuck off, I don't know.
Standards.
That's her name. So,
Morgan is my favorite.
Morvin.
but I like Rujubi. Rujubi is the best.
Well, Rujubi is Raven.
Wouldn't it be
Jujubi.
Rajubi because it's Raven, not Ru.
Well,
Rujubi because it's like
Rujubi
Ru.
rolls better. But that's because they were both on All Stars 1 and they became a team. But this is Raven and Morgan. So that's why it's like Rorgan,
Oh,
Ravegan,
I'm an idiot. I literally thought it was Jujubi,
Raven McMichaels.
I was like, oh, I'm an idiot.
I don't think you're an idiot.
Sorry. Or Rolaska Talk
Yeah, right, exactly.
as an example. It did that.
It's a good example.
Wow.
Reagan, Maven, Morzin,
Morganzala McMichael.
Morgan Sola, McMurkelson.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, and this, okay.
This is one of our
more
favorites.
shade.
Oh.
There's more shade.
Good.
They have to yet again run over to a rolling table to pick accessories.
Wow.
And what happens?
What happened?
America's sweetheart, Miss Tyra.
Did they file a police report?
She pulls the whole rack behind her, blocking the way for the rest of the queens. Mm-hmm. This is unladylike behavior, topped by even more unladylike behaviors.
Didn't in the last episode, RuPaul? Oh no, it's in this episode where RuPaul makes them promise to behave like queens.
Yeah.
This is not behaving like a queen.
No, it's not. It's getting a little like.
It's a
rough.
lot.
It's getting a little rough.
I don't think I would want to. If I was in the room, I would definitely be that one saying something. Because even at the post office, when an old person thinks they can cut because they're acting like they don't see the line, but they know that the guy just told them to go over here and with the pink slip, not go to the
Yeah.
front.
Yeah.
So old people try it sometimes. Sorry, keep going.
Look at this YouTube video. I found Willem screaming at an old person at the post office.
One thing I don't
9
go after
million
is
views.
age. No.
You're fat. You're old.
And your
And you have
teeth suck.
terrible teeth. And you're getting out of line. You're
Coming
coming
out
out
of
of
pocket.
pocket. You're coming out of character.
Deep.
So the even more unladylike, and this is where it's actually dangerous. Tatiana decides, oh, you're going to pull the rack over? I'm going to knock the rack over onto you.
She says, bitch, duck.
This is where you could get injured.
Yeah.
I don't like anything that could leave a mark on my body. We're in a beauty pageant here.
See, that was one of the rules in my AAA standing because I knew Courtney was always afraid of being physically hurt by me because I would like pick her up and throw her around, or she'd always think that I was going to
She's a
punch her.
tiny little
When I did
bird
that to her,
girl.
she always thought she would
a
yell.
tiny bird
I was like,
girl.
you obviously didn't have a lot of boyfriends growing up, you didn't get in any fights.
No.
I don't think she's ever been in a fight. I love fighting, but so just joking around. But I did go to jail for battery too. But with her, it was always joking around. But she was always afraid, and I promised I'll never hurt you. No, it was Katya. She was afraid of getting hurt. That's why she wouldn't room with me on bots.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
she's
makes
like,
sense.
you hit me, and I was like, oh, sorry.
You also,
I didn't know.
You also bring in questionable characters late at night. You don't know how they're going to react after the session.
Questionable meaning. I don't ask them any questions. They don't ask me many.
After they realize what they've done.
Oh fuck. Oh yeah, we're doing a show.
Matthew.
Oh, we're taking a break actually.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna
When
dunk
we
my
come
head in
back-
cold water and we'll come back.
Yeah, okay. Hello, Race Chasers! I'm really excited because I get to tell you about this meal kit delivery service that I'm obsessed with, and it's called HelloFresh.
Hey, fish.
No, HelloFresh. You see, we spend a lot of time out on the road. It's no secret. We travel a lot. And when I'm home, I personally love the idea of a home-cooked meal. And if I get a chance to make it myself, that's even better.
Yeah, HelloFresh actually shops, plans, delivers step-by-step recipes, and pre-measured ingredients you can just cook, eat, and enjoy. There's no
Yeah.
like, ooh, let me get that spoon dirty. You know, the amount is correct.
Exactly.
There are 3 plans to choose from, which are classic, veggie, and family.
Families if you're really hungry. If you got a lot of people.
Hey.
That's Big Dipper size.
Yeah, and those meals come. They come right in a box
Exactly.
delivered right to your door. Recyclable, insulated packaging, and everything is, you know, pre-measured and laid out for you. So it takes the guesswork out of the prep and makes the kitchen like less stressful. Like, I got to do this and then that and measure this. It's like, it's right there. Boom.
Exactly. And the recipes are really simple. The instructions are outlined and there's pictures.
Girl, I love a picture.
And it's a good step-by-step card system. So it's basically impossible to screw up.
Well, I'll find a way if there is one. But honestly, I've done these, and it's a relief not to worry about planning a dinner. I had the chickpea tacos.
Right, exactly.
They were so good. And I was
Yes.
like, this is so cool. And I kind of made it myself. Sure, like HelloFresh held my hand, but it was great because like it's just like 30 minutes and that's sickening. You could listen to Race Chaser while you prepare your meal and even eat it. How about that, bitch?
All in one episode, yes, God. Cooking, you know this.
Girl.
This is the fun activity you can do with your friends or your lover or your family.
Oh, your sister.
And when all or your
your sister.
She's not my
My
she's
mother.
not my friend. She's an angel. And when all the hard stuff is out of it, like there's no shopping, there's no measuring, there's no deciding what to cook. That's all taken care of you. So the rest is just the fun part.
Yeah, the other amazing thing about HelloFresh is that you can set up a subscription service so your meals just come to you week after week, just when you need them and when you want them.
Girl, yes. So these meals are delicious. They're filling. They're delivered right to your door every week. And it's less than $10 per serving and free shipping.
That's so great. Plus, your account on the website is easy to manage. You can just choose your delivery date to line up with your schedule, and you can pause deliveries for when you're like on vacation or you're like, you know, you're out with the guys or the girls or whatever you do, and change the meals based on whatever you like or what your man likes.
Yeah, so we've been trying out a few different HelloFreshes.
We've been dibbling and doubling.
There's this delicious pear and balsamic onion flatbread.
Ooh.
And this is sort of like the marriage of like, you feel like pizza, but you want to be a healthy girl.
And they have like Bosch pears and like little arugula or something delicious.
Yes.
Onions.
It's really delicious.
And it's just like a regular restaurant meal, but it's in my own kitchen. I can tell because it's filthy.
So we have a really special offer for all of you Race Chasers out there. For a total of $60 off, that comes to $20 off your first 3 boxes. Visit HelloFresh.com/drag30.
And enter code DRAG30. That's
That's
HelloFresh.com/drag30 and use promo code DRAG30.
Drag30.
Yeah. I mean, for $60 off HelloFresh, I would definitely try that. That's like a good booking fee right there, $60.
Drag30.
DRAG30 is $60. I see the math. Illuminati.
I see what to do. Try it out, HelloFresh. Hello.
HelloFresh.
I stole your purse. Shout out to Wendy O.
Hey, Wendy.
We come back with a Matthew break.
The fourth AAA girl is here.
Matthew is truly the man behind the woman. I mean, he is the artist that constructs RuPaul's makeup and RuPaul's hair and puts RuPaul together. So he's really the Wizard of Oz here, pulling all the wires.
My favorite thing is knowing the backstory that Matthew used to do all of our promo photos up until I think at least season 8. He was the one physically retouching. If he didn't like your makeup, he would retouch it into something he did.
Exactly.
He doubled one of my eyes once. He like took 2 of the right ones, and I was like, "Wow, I look great." And Vicky was like, "I saw him do that one. That ain't your right eye." I was like, "Oh wow." Maybe that was Austin Young. It was I think it was Matthew. And it was amazing.
Oh yeah, he's a wizard.
Yeah.
He's a wizard in the retouching and in the real life.
Yeah, right?
So this is a gift because Matthew comes through the workroom and goes to every girl and tells them they can improve with their makeup, which is like to have a master. I don't think the girls fully all knew how much he had worked in the industry. He's done far beyond RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
If you name a dynamic beauty makeup music video from
Ever. 90s. 90s.
from
For
the
sure. He ruled.
90s, the 2000s,
The aughts.
he's in it.
Dude.
Like, he did it.
I remember seeing him as a character on Top Model for years, all growing up, because Top Model used to be I always watch it. I memorized the cities they flew the top 4 to, you know? Like, I could tell you who the winners were and who I thought should have won.
Yeah.
And seeing him on that as a character and then getting to meet him and work with him and be on the show was just amazing. And then for him to actually like us and think we were cool enough to hang out with sometimes, that was even more of a gift, you know? So cool.
So this is a huge gift that they're being given. And he goes around and tells all the girls what's fucked up about them. Which, like, how much more could you ask for?
But casually and friendly, he literally says to Sahara, "You're so young," when he like sees her up close. And then he holds up her picture and says, "She's not."
She's older.
Yeah,
she's much older.
and it's the nicest way a friend could say, "You're lovely. Let me help you a little bit more."
Exactly.
And it's like at the same time clever and witty as he's always one with the quick, the quippy British Oscar Wilde gorgeousness of a moment comeback.
So he gives a few hints. He tells Jessica, fix that beard moment, because it kind of happens. Lighten up that jaw area.
Paint it different, which is appropriate because he looks like a 1960s Parisian painter
Yeah.
with the cap.
He tells Pandora she's cute now, but she could be beautiful. Tells Morgan she has kind of magic marker eyebrows, sort of stamped on.
So-
which I understand. You can soften that out.
So Matthew has eyes, okay.
Exactly. He tells Tyra you could look a little bit more moist in the highlight areas. The other girls are doing it. And Tyra says, well, I don't get sweaty underneath
The other girls
lights
are
like
oily.
The other girls, they just get oily and sweaty.
Is that an okay Tyra impersonation?
Yeah, I thought it was apt.
Apt. Girl, the show tonight was so apt.
So then they have to get embroidered. The show was very apt.
Apt.
I thought it was prompt.
Girl, did you have fun at the show? How was the gig?
It was
apt.
It was prompt.
Prompt.
Wow, you look so much younger.
Yeah.
Here.
She's not.
She's not.
Yeah.
The one on the stage is not.
The way a true seasoned queen can read. Love
Tyra
it.
gets plucked because she thinks everyone's stealing her facial hair idea, which this is actually possible because I don't know if everyone would have thought of it.
When Detox stole your forehead alien illusion thing? Or that straight eye thing? I was like, who did that first? Who did that first?
we both
You drew it, though.
we both had the idea at the same time.
Great minds think alike.
And you look across the room and you're like, oh, some bitch doing the same thing.
Oh,
It's that
goddamn it.
Aquaria and Miss Cracker thing. Like, they both just had the same idea.
Or
on the
1
same
won and
day.
1 lost. Oh, sorry. Never mind. Wrong comparison.
I stole
Oh,
your
yo.
facial hair.
Like I stole it.
Oh, yeah. Did you see when Aquaria lost, or when Aquaria won, Homegirl was sitting at a table and she put her head down on the table for 5 seconds to reflect about something. I'm not saying what she was thinking about, but the head was beveled down to the table.
No, she just stared straight forward, dead face.
She put her head down a
While
little
the
bit.
whole place was erupting in applause.
Or her friend. Did her friend put her head? Somebody put their head on the table. I'm going on the Instagram.
and Cracker just sat there stone faced.
Yeah.
And there's another instance
I was
of
like,
this.
wow.
There's another instance of this when Aquaria is announced to go on stage at some show and someone zooms in and they look side stage and they're perfectly lit somehow as Ms. Cracker doing the exact same thing, stone faced, unimpressed. While everyone is
so she knows her
beating
angles. Good for her. Good for you, Cracker.
It's kind of brilliant.
I mean, girl, do your thing.
Manila and I are both nominated for porn awards in the same category.
Do it. Do full shade
So
during
I
the...
decided if Manila wins, I'm going to have someone Instagram me just stone faced looking forward like Miss Cracker.
Just do one tongue pop and a 3. No, do 2.
No clapping. I'm
Seated
just
and
gonna be
lovely.
plucked.
Seated and lovely, looking at your cocktail ring. Make sure your nails are on. Pressing each one by one. Oh,
Deeply plucked. Whatever. I'm
Plucked.
presenting. I'm very excited.
I'm presenting.
You're presenting right now.
I am, because all the guys look so hot dressed as grooms.
Some of them are giving full drag king.
Morgan looks like Avril
Regional
Lavigne.
drag king.
Morgan looks like Avril Lavigne on T for 3 months.
Oh my God.
There's a shadow. But Raven looks hot. Jessica looks hot. I'd fuck Tyra for sure. I saw Tyra getting ready for the groom thing, and I in the background, and I was like, "Is that a pit crew member? He looks hot."
Yeah, he
He was
he's
straight.
handsome.
Got that long bicep. Pandora looks like a scared fireman,
Like a
which
scared
plays.
sort of pedophile.
Jujubee looks like a 14-year-old at homecoming that is already getting blowjobs from his 8th grade girlfriend. For sure. Juju looks pimp. I love it. Is that wrong?
It's so accurate.
Yeah.
No, it's so true.
Sahara has like a fairy tale wedding, and she's wearing her groom's cap, which I find lovely.
She's
Manila.
wearing the Manila hat.
Yeah.
So we're getting a lot of foreshadowing.
And
from
can
Manila.
I just tell everyone listening, if you're a baby drag and you're doing your own merch, look at Manila's hat. Her graphics are so great. She got a checkerboard, the graffiti.
She's a graphic designer.
She's so New
by
York
trade.
and so
That's her.
great.
Yeah,
All her pictures.
she's really good at design
I
and
w-
imagery.
Yeah, I wish Sahara would have worn that, like b-boyed up his groomsman picture a little bit, because he looked like a ballerina, male ballerina.
He
in
went the
groomsman.
military route.
Did he? Was that military?
Well, yes,
I thought
it was a military.
like maybe
outfit.
like the general in Nutcracker, because she was very dancey.
she's on
Balanchine,
point. She's
yeah.
ballet, so maybe that was
Yeah,
intentional.
Maybe it was like a fairy tale wedding.
Now it is time for us to get into the drama. The drama of it all. This is probably one of the biggest drama moments of the season.
It's definitely the first Law and Order sound where you could hear a pin drop, bitch.
They're all getting ready in the workroom, and they're having a serious discussion about, well, do you think gay marriage should be legal? What would you do? Do you believe in marriage? What do you think? And then in the background, Tyra Sanchez with earbuds in her ear is dancing around the room listening to Halo by Beyonce and singing at the top of her lungs.
It's more like yelling,
Ribbon
with notes.
dancing.
Just terrible. Not okay. A not okay amount of yelling in a public place. That's what she's doing. And
She's carrying.
if you were in a dressing room with her, you would not be doing this. You'd be like, girl, go do your number in the parking lot. This is not cool. The amount of disruption she's causing.
But the cameras are eating her.
Loving every inch of
They've
it.
literally laid the track down for the rack shot, the rack focus. What is that called? A dolly?
The dolly. When they do the...
They've set up a dolly track around her, and they while she's ribbon dancing and ribbon spinning. And,
down 100%. Ooh. Doing
She's-
full like a virgin moments with this bridal getup veil.
and she's pissing off the rest of
Living,
the girls.
getting her
beyond.
own life.
She
She
is.
loves looking at herself. She's beautiful. I would too.
Yeah.
If I was her, I would love myself that much too.
And she's like kind of on vacation away from the kids.
Using
like,
gauzy edits, music video techniques, punching in on Tatiana, explaining the confusion, cutting to Tatiana, snapping her hands in the interview,
Gauzy
explaining what
edit.
the fuck is going on.
Gauzy edit.
The interview, all the girls are verifying and verifying that Tyra is a disruption right now. Morgan is like looking around, exasperated, like, who's gonna talk to this bitch? Because I'll lay hands. That's what Morgan's saying. She's like, you will want to tell her to shut up.
They're so plucked. They're all so mad.
Pandora's giving eyes. Juju's casting eyes for sure. Juju's like, the fuck?
I told her, no one wants to hear your mouth. Why are you such a bitch?
I put the earphones back in and I went back to singing. She didn't ask politely. And I just went on, continued my dress, and continued to do what I needed to do to win the competition.
Coming up.
Right. They describe an altercation that happens apparently off camera. Maybe it happened during lunch or something. Maybe
Tatiana did mention that they didn't get that on film, I think, right?
right.
Yeah.
Maybe they didn't have good coverage of it or whatever.
Maybe it was a legal issue.
Maybe.
Maybe they couldn't show it because of, like,
Right.
who knows? Like, when you suck off a producer, they don't show that. I know that, usually.
Right. That's on your Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thanks, girl. I have a general statement. There are a lot
Blanket statement.
of a quilt.
I'm very cold.
quilted
Please
statement.
make a blanket statement.
If Juju is one of those people that no one has a bad word to say about her. If you can't
No,
get along
she's
with
fierce.
Jujubee, you got a problem. Because she's the
I
coolest
agree with
person.
that.
And Tyra can't seem to get along with her right now. Juju is reading her for filth openly, telling her what is and letting her have the because Tyra's behavior is abhorrent. Is abhorrent a word?
Abhorrent. Abhorrent.
Abhorrent?
Yes.
Yeah, it's that.
Yeah.
And Juju reads her under the bus. She says everything.
She does. She's, yeah. And
Rightly so.
I appreciate when a girl is able to not just, talk shit behind the back,
And
but
it's-
also make it vocal, make it known.
And especially looking lovely.
Looking lovely.
That little eggplant, mauvey, dusty,
Oh yeah,
gorgeous.
Jujubee's look is really
and then
lovely.
the peach.
Yeah.
And then that vintage ivory gown that she was lovely and walking puddles around it.
Yeah.
Did I say it right? She was just letting him have it all on this runway.
Tyra burns herself with a glue gun, gluing stuff to. Have you ever glued stuff to yourself?
I sprayed adhesive. I did a pussy patch.
Oh yeah.
Sprayed adhesive for sure.
I've
but
hot glued stuff.
to your skin?
Well,
You
the whole
fucking
cotton
drag queen.
candy thing was hot glue, but I made that on a dress form. But once it was on me, I had to keep gluing it back together because it was falling apart. So
Remind-
yes, I have glued stuff. I wore like a cotton candy look on season 5.
Like Raja
I
cotton
won.
candy?
Yeah, it looked exactly like Raja's hairball.
Oh, that
It
was hair.
Basically the same thing.
Wow.
She was my
Why not?
inspiration / ripoff.
Girl, steal from
Keep
the best.
burning yourself, bitch. Keep
So-
burning yourself.
That's
Keep
crazy.
burning yourself.
Can you imagine not
bitch.
liking someone enough that they're looking around for help, like a Bambi looking for his new mom right after the shooting, and no one is helping Tyra zip up his dress?
Yeah, and you said his. That's rude.
Well, I want to fuck him still. I'm hoping.
Right. Do you want to fuck him while he's wearing the wedding dress?
Only if he's singing Halo in my butthole.
Hello.
There'll be more echo.
Reverb. We'll take a break.
We're going to fix this butthole.
Willem, did you know that you can see Race Chaser in a comic book?
They made a comic of us?
Well, not yet, but there is a new Race Chaser ad in comic books.
Where can I see this ad?
You can see it running in a bunch of incredible new comics from DC Vertigo.
Oh, DC Vertigo, the beloved comic book imprint famous for titles such as Sandman, Why, The Last Man, and Preacher, which I love Preacher.
Exactly. That's the one. So they have an incredible slate of new comics out, but there's one comic in particular that I have to tell our Race Chasers all about.
Tell 'em.
It's called Hex Wives. The first issue drops on Halloween, and it's very exciting.
I'm excited to see my ad.
Well, yes, that's very
Our ad,
exciting.
sorry.
But also, this is going to be a comic that you're going to want to pick up every time a new issue drops.
What about it? Read me the blurb.
Okay, here's the blurb, okay? Are you ready?
Blurb.
I want scary music behind this.
Blurb me.
For hundreds of years, a war has been waged between a coven of perpetually reincarnating witches and the all-male conspiracy known as the Architects. After the death of the lead architect in 2005, it seemed the witches had finally defeated their foes. But now, 13 years later, waking up in a perfect cookie-cutter home at the end of a cul-de-sac in a sunny corner of suburbia, Isadora has no recollection of her past life as the leader of a witch coven, nor her soulmate Nadia, let alone the centuries-old war she has waged in defense of the soul of America.
I mean, I'm ready for more.
I am too. I'm really excited. So it's great. It's anti-patriarchal. It's feminist madness. Beautifully illustrated by Mirka Andolfo and written by Forever Dog's own Ben Blacker.
Say no more. I'm seriously going to read this comic book. I'm actually going to try to hit up Ben and get some free ones. But Hex
Yes.
Wives is out today, and check it out. It's really cool. You can get it on Comixology or readdc.com.
Yes, so that's Comixology, COMIXOLOGY, or readdc.com. And you can go check out Hex Wives.
See us as back page cover girls, too.
We're back.
That was a clean break.
That was a good break.
Yeah.
We are back. RuPaul, this is her book look.
Transcendent. This look was so good that Matthew was probably like, wait, one more frame.
Yeah, like, let's get the pictures for the book.
Yeah.
She calls this her mother of the bride look.
Oh, I love it. The rose
Dusty.
is dusty.
Dusty rose. Allez, allez.
So good. And all just like the no makeup, but the warm, pewtery, purpley, mauvey, everything. The tones, the peaches, the highs, the lows.
Really brilliant.
It's beautiful. It's some of Matthew's most beautiful work. The hair, you're like, what's in the hair? Oh, some dress fabric. That works great.
it's great.
It's what every
transcendent.
drag queen would want to be if they could be.
Exactly.
Fucking magic. And
So she
Zaldi,
was
that
like-
gown, ugh, gorgeous.
Yeah.
And they finally gave Merle a good bag of hair.
Merle has a bag of hair. Are we
Merle
taking a
got her
picture?
first clip-ins.
Are we taking a picture for the gram?
Yeah, do it for
no,
the gram.
right. That frame.
that frame precisely. Priest.
Merle, we're tagging her too.
She said, "This hair is heavy. Y'all wear this every day." That's what she's
Merle.
saying. Merle, I love you. Everything you said is right.
No, it's true.
Right
she
and
got
true.
the bag of extensions in today, honey. Trust.
We have Manila as a guest outside the window.
So they are reading and they're letting everyone know who's Booger Boots.
They told Tatiana her dress was wrong.
Well,
Tyra did.
It had a keyhole.
Tyra was kind of a
slit.
judge.
It was kind of a non-issue because. Okay, should we talk through each one in order? Okay,
Let's do it. That
First of all, we have Sahara. She's on the ballet point. This could go wrong easily.
Yeah, I
It
think
kind of does.
the
for
dress
her.
went wrong.
They don't like it. You
Well,
don't like the dress?
Here's the thing. That dress, if it was going to be a ballerina bride, she needed to have one long piece
stiff
of tulle,
tulle.
and that good Degas. Degas
stiff.
was the French
Yeah.
painter, or like Toulouse-Lautrec, one of the guys that painted the
The stiff
ballerina.
tutu.
Yeah, you need that good stiff tutu.
She didn't have enough tulle in there, and
That's
it just
'cause
fell.
fucking Tyra took it all,
A little
probably.
flimsy. That she pushed the rack out in
Listen
front
to
of
me
her,
making actions.
knocked it
Well, I
over.
heard Tyra pushed it, and
Knocked
she
it-
nobody got no tulle. Morgan.
Then we have Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind this, and she ends up in the bottom, and I don't mind the look.
Here's the thing: Morgan's look is definitely inspired by a famous wedding dress from the '80s that Lacroix did, Christian
Sure.
Lacroix, which was the poof. But Morgan
poof.
stuffed her little bustle and bottom with the heads of her enemies.
So it was very full.
Yes, it was bountiful. And Tyra's got the biggest bouquet on the block.
Sorry, guys. Tyra burns the runway again.
Burns it.
She burns her
Choreo.
leg and her wrist, but also the runway.
Also, always.
She looks incredible, and she yet again gives it a story. She gets down on her knees, jumps up from her knees after throwing the bouquet behind, and just is beaming and looks really untouchable.
Honestly, what she says to Rue later is, these flowers are from my last husband's funeral. She's giving that in the story. She's on her
Selling
knees, and
more
then
of
she
a
says,
story.
fuck these flowers. She sold it. So that just wasn't flack talk to Rue, making up some witty answer. That was the backstory. And I see
Yeah.
her as crazy enough to be a method actor.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All the best ones are.
Raven does
Ugh.
the blue accents, which is it makes her stand out.
And the blue shoe, which is great, and the blue wrapping along the flowers.
Yeah.
A perfect attention to detail, the headband. And she's fucking proud of that ring, and she runs down the runway to show her friends at the judging table.
Very sweet.
She's like, I'm going to paint you in like 9 years.
And they
We're friends.
And
Just
they-
talking to him real cute.
right. And they told her we want to see a softer side, we want to see more personality.
Yeah. And
Delivering.
Not just the highlight at the twinkle in the eye, too.
Yeah.
Her presentation is flawless, and I wouldn't be surprised if she won it off of that. The gown is great, too.
Yeah, she could have won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No nail, though.
Wow.
How are you going to show him a ring with no nail? Girls. Dolls.
She has
there's
a,
a tip.
nail. There's
It's a French tip,
There's
and
an
you know-
active French tip.
It's a
I
French
saw the
tip.
nail. I saw the nail. There was an active
It was
French
active.
tip.
Wasn't even squoval.
Next, we have Jessica Wilde. They weren't wild about this outfit. She's
Ooh,
doing
Merle openly winces at the outfit, and Matthew goes, better luck next time, basically, with his hat.
You guys, I don't think it's wince-worthy. I don't think it's that bad. I like the shoulder sort of fan moment. And she fixed her makeup as instructed.
She did. She warmed up.
Tatiana has a keyhole going right up to her gooch.
Tiana looked like she got into a strong disagreement with her dress.
And they just took the scissors and went, we're going to cut this right
Yeah,
up to
you need
your
to let
fucking
that-
pussy.
Get some air on that thing. Yeah. And it just seems like boy body at the top and then a, ooh.
Yeah. Then we have Pandora. What? Are you oohing in a good way for Pandora?
Pandora looks stunning. She looks like a 17-and-a-half-year-old engaged girl who's going to get married on her 18th birthday in the country with some flowers, like a cool cucumber soup.
It was a different take because a lot of people
love
were
it.
doing the poofy and the ballet and the
She went Princess
structural. Yeah, she went
romance.
pastoral,
Gorgeous.
new romantic.
Oh, but then Juju has a slow burn.
The color of Juju's gown isn't really shown very well on the runway, but it's full of this sort of off pink, very light pink
And the beading.
detail.
She's got this back thing when she walks away, tons
Pearl.
of pearls.
Pearl beading along the lower back.
Beading, pearl necklaces over her butthole.
Yeah.
I mean, that's evocative
That's
for any bride.
evocative, provocative.
Evocative, your mix is on. Or exhibition, whatever your name is. I love when a girl gets her name screwed up.
Exhibition St. James, Dupree,
Shauna.
Chevalier. I still need that picture of Shauna
Andrews.
Brooks. Where the fuck is my picture of Shauna Brooks?
The only Race Chaser merch is signed copies of Shauna Brooks' 8x10 by Willem in Alaska. Jessica looks beautiful. Martha Wash as a judge.
Yes,
Let
we
me
have to give
tell
Martha
you.
Wash her due. Have you ever done a gig with Martha?
I've probably done a Pride or two.
I have. You have, Dip?
Our studio audience
Yeah.
has also participated.
When I did a gig, I was I was like the host of the gig and I brought her on and I was like, I wanted to like say hi and she kind of was just like not saying hi to anybody.
Start the track.
It was a Pride event, like, but I understand. I understand because as a vocalist, you want to be on vocal rest. You don't want to waste all your voice on kikiing with everybody. So I understand.
Yeah.
But I was a little, at the time I was a little disappointed. I wanted to at least say hi.
Yeah.
And when we got back to the hotel, we saw her outside the hotel smoking because we were all at the same hotel. And she was smoking.
Oh, she wasn't concerned about her
She was
voice
on a
then.
smoking break. Girl, I don't know. Maybe that's her after the gig cigarette. I can't, I can't judge.
Yeah.
I'm not that girl.
I personally never judge either.
Yeah.
not
Well, till the new day dawns.
This lip sync. This lip sync is amazing. This is a song that you hear if you're not on a coastal state, if you're at a drag show at some point in your life.
You
This is a
certainly
staple.
fucking do.
Martha Wash has made so many queens money, and she's like a Wendy Ho basically in our world.
Yeah.
She don't like to chit chat on stage. She says,
No.
"Flotilla to barge, keep it pumping, queen."
She says, "Hey, thank you very much. Bye."
But this runway is also noted for its, the
The dramatique.
dramatique.
Are we saying it's a moment of the drama? Drama. I want that drama sound. That drama sound effect is lava.
We paid $4.99 for that.
No, it's good. Yeah, we got the watermark removed.
Soundbox.
It's at soundbox.com. But this is a moment where RuPaul says, "So, tell us about what we're not seeing on the main stage. Is there anything going on back there?"
What's up, girls?
Just curious.
I haven't seen any footage.
We haven't. We are not privy to the information. And so Tatiana opens the floor with Tyra is a complete bitch.
I don't think that you're seeing that Tyra is a complete bitch.
Tyra goes, "What'd you say, bitch?" With one look. She said, "What'd you say, bitch?" Not a face crack because she was already resting bitch face lovely.
Well, Tyra knew that she was provoking the other girls.
Tyra was definitely shaking the bear.
She was shaking all the bears, and she also is the bear, and now she's being shook on the main stage. But I think Tyra maintains herself. She says, "You know what? Don't talk shit behind my back. Say it to my face.
She said Tatiana talks about everybody.
And I'm going to ask everybody on the stage what they think."
She said, "Am I a bitch? Am I a bitch? Am I a bitch?" Down
Just
the line.
kind of putting people on the spot.
Very much. And it's like, when do you get to ask questions as a contestant?
But then Jujubee's like, "I think you need to get manners, girl." And
She tells her.
I think if you listened and shut the fuck up a little bit more and had some manners, you wouldn't look so goddamn stupid.
Most of the girls basically give an answer of no, but the girls that they show, like they don't show Jessica
Yeah.
answering. They show Raven saying no. They show Morgan saying no, but you have a strategy or something like that, or you're focused. A goal. That's it.
Morgan's like, no,
Morgan
no,
says
you're
no.
just driven.
Sure, it's a no. It's a no, but. And then Jujubee says no, but you need some manners.
Right.
And it's, I agree. But I wonder if they cut out the other girls who said yes, she is, to give her a softer edit because they knew she was going to win. Because they know. At one point, Rue looks over at her and basically says, "All right, I want you to promise all to be queens." And
Right.
Or wait, at one point you said,
That's-
"Hey, be nice to my winner," basically with Rue's look.
Well, it was RuPaul has the moment where she's like, I will
We
not tolerate
understand.
fighting between my girls.
Yeah. And she says something like, we
must behave like queens. Which I think it's good advice. Perhaps it was skewing a little more Bad Girls Club and possibly this could have turned into we're going to start literally fighting each other and beating the shit out of each other. It could have easily escalated to that.
Do you think if this aired nowadays, it would be considered bullying? Like them bullying Tyra or Tyra bullying them? I don't even know who the bully would be.
Because
Tyra would be the bully. Because
Tyra-
she's bullying everyone in
well-
the room with her behavior, and she's physically threatening to people, saying like some person's going to lay her hands on her. Yeah, because you frustrated him so much. Having to work around that, like you're trying to do a competition, and then her just willfully pushing buttons. That's a bully.
yes, but it's also a competition.
It is.
And
but
if that's her mode of going about it,
good for her.
obviously it worked.
It works. She won.
It got the cameras on her, which is never bad for the TV show.
I've never
And-
had a bad interaction with her. I've always had like kikis with her.
Same.
She was on a business call in a full like working girl 1980s suit outside of DragCon, where in the back where everybody smoked, like perched up on a cement little like planter. And I went over to her and was just saying, that's $135 for the hour. We don't do the parking. I was just like acting like she was on a hooker call. She's like, Willem, you play too much. And it was lovely. And watching her here, it kind of breaks my heart because I want to like her because her hair and her makeup is so good. This wig with this bow and the veil.
But she's always coming from a place of strength, I think.
Yeah.
She's never like allowing herself to be victimized. Even though everyone has made it clear like we don't see you and we are like not here
And
for you.
after they read her, she comes around in the same roundabout argument and sums it up with, puts that button on the conversation. Well, then you'd be in an ugly ass dress like you're in or something like that. And it was
know.
like, oh, damn. So not only are you not just a bitch, you're smart.
She is.
You and witty.
She
And
comes from a place of strength with it.
Yeah,
And I respect her. And she's making good TV. And she wins the challenge.
And-
hi, surprise.
biggest hair in the building, the most of a spectacle of a bride. Very like, I think she's the most bridezilla.
She's creating a target. It's that moment of
Pandora's.
they're really lighting a flame under all the girls right now because
They're
all the
saying-
girls say, listen, Tyra's a bitch, you shouldn't reward her. And then, oh, Tyra, you're the winner of the challenge.
It's good producing for one thing.
And everyone is fuming.
And Tatiana has immunity, so you know she's not going to go home
Yeah.
unless she punches the bitch.
Right. So you're turning up the heat on the whole situation. It makes her a really good crock pot of drag and dramatic.
All these girls want to break fucking Tyra's face, but we're just going to take a break.
It is no secret that over here, we're tasting the race a lot over here at Race Chaser. Taste the race. Can you taste the race?
Can you?
It is no secret, though, that we're crazy about MedMen. We can't say enough about it. And there's good reason. They're a quality establishment. They offer a quality product. And they have an amazing quality staff.
We wouldn't be talking about them if we didn't go there as customers and believe in them ourselves.
Exactly.
I mean, we could be paid ponies, but for this, I'd gladly trot the track for them and let the world know that they are a great company.
I'm looking for a product actually right now because I suffer from back pain from airplane travel. Did you ever get this?
Oh, all the time. I use a CBD oil
Seriously?
on my neck and patches, and it helps. Anthony gave them to me. My best friend helped
Do
me
you have
out.
any here?
Anthony does at home for sure.
Okay.
I can give you them. They work. See, like literally, we're talking about stuff that actually works that we got from MedMen, and I kind of like it because you just go in there and you feel like these people are cool and they're just trying to like get you what you want and help you.
Yeah. And so They really have a ton of products for basically whatever you need. So if you want to smoke some flower, they have that. If you want to smoke a vape pen and be a little more discreet, they have lasers, lotions, powders, pills, pops.
Oh,
I
and-
mean, seriously.
Can I tell you this? That they have the best edible selection anywhere that I've been in the world.
Really? Do
And
they have a cobbler?
Oh my gosh!
I went to a place once that had a cobbler. Do they have a cobbler?
I don't know if they have a cobbler, but like I remember
Candies.
Candies for sure, and baked treats, lemonades. But I had this fruity pebble cannabis creation that I loved, and it was nice to know. I asked, I was like, "Is this a sativa or an indica?" Because indica usually makes
They'll
me tired.
know. They'll tell you.
And he told me, and it was a sativa one, and I was like, "Work, thank you for being so knowledgeable about this stuff that I'm buying from you."
Yeah.
And they've added a couple new stores. Race Chaser season 1, there were 9 stores, and now there's 14.
Hallelujah.
They're in San Diego, Orange
It's the cannabis
County.
economy.
Girl.
It's expanding.
Light it up.
Yeah.
And you can go to the Vegas Strip and see the lights there at the new store at Paradise and Harmon.
Yes.
Also, if you
As
go,
always.
always.
As always. Go to medmen.com and you can find the store that's nearest to you.
And just for all you chasers out there, visit any MedMen and mention the code
Drag.
at checkout for $10 off your order.
That's it.
Out of reach of children for use by adults 21 years of age or older. What?
Check out MedMen today.
That's what I thought you said.
Out of all the queens of season 2, one of them stands out as a truth teller, a catchphrase owner, and to her we'd like to say thank you. And her name is Tatiana. So for this season, we would like to do a little segment we call Tati Tidbits.
I want to ask you about the simple, succinct, and subtle line. Tyra is a complete bitch. I mean, it's so iconic. And Rue asked, literally, what aren't we seeing on the runway? And did you really think that Tyra thought Rue didn't know what was happening in the workroom? Because, I mean, she saw her napping. She saw the attitude that the other girls had about her. Do you really think she was in the dark about it?
I think me saying that had a little bit more to do with, I guess, some stuff that wasn't in the workroom, some stuff that was going on at the hotel. And,
For instance?
and the night before, there was that whole, almost physical altercation between her and I. So I didn't know if word had gotten back to her about that, although I'm sure that it did.
Yeah.
Also, I just really wanted to say that out loud. So
I mean, speak the truth into the world.
So wait, was the physical altercation thing, was that about you saying something disparaging toward Beyonce?
Oh,
And she wanted to fight you? Is that what you're talking about?
Or when she threw the lettuce and the tomato at the waiter.
where did you guys hear?
Girl, you know it's Willem in Alaska.
No,
We know
the
everything.
root of these stories, the root of your angles are kind of true, but they have gone through such a process of telephone that they are completely different than what I remember them to be.
Uh-huh.
But no, it was based on me telling her to not sing Halo anymore.
Oh.
That was the root of it. Was, hey girl, can you stop singing? And then we had some sort of words back and forth, and then.
Now, do you think Tyra knows she's a bad singer and was doing it for spite, or do you think she's actually just tone deaf?
She was 100% doing it to annoy people.
Oh, see,
Yeah, and when I tapped her and I told her, she had this look on her face. I think I even mentioned the look at some point on the show. It's like she was being a dick. She knew she was being a dick.
my zipper's
When
been
the
down.
valley's deep, when the zipper's down, you can carry on. Okay, who's it come down to? It comes down to Sahara and Morgan. Mm-hmm. This is going to be a battle. Sahara is in flat ballet shoes, and Morgan is in,
A good white pump,
which is the sign of,
a true hooker.
that's the truth, and I like that about her.
Well, my promo
love
shot's
that
in a good white pump.
Hallelujah, girl. Yes.
I have a critique of Sahara, which doesn't happen often from me. I love her. But presentation-wise, it looks now like she's standing in a ballet position, and it's like the best profile you could get with a flat shoe on stage. And
It's hard with a flat when you have big feet.
Yeah, and
it's hard.
it looks like olive oil foot. You know?
Right, it does.
It's not feminine.
Would you call it a web-footed duck? That's what you said about someone kicking their shoes off on season 4. You said, why would you, if you're wearing pantyhose, why would you kick your shoes off? You just look like a web-footed duck walking around flat all over the stage.
I said all that?
It's true, though.
Oh my God. Quote queen.
It defeminizes to have that sort of flat, and it's not even like a low kitten heel. It's like, this is a flat, like muffin of a long muffin. It's a flat Subway sandwich.
They don't want to taste that race.
Right. Unless you stay on point, you could do that, you know. It's not possible for the logistics of this show because you're standing so long
couldn't.
for critique.
Her ankle would fall off.
Right. But
I don't even know if that can happen.
and that's why I think she kind of redeems herself once the song starts, because she's like dancing on point the whole time.
But the angle that they shoot her at from the beginning to make it look like, dowdy foot, they didn't help her.
That one shot.
They didn't help her. This
of
angle
her
is
not
lovely.
Standing in
Just like, so they can critique it.
Right.
And Martha Wash isn't having it at all. She already told her, I don't see it. No, that's not for
I
me.
don't see it.
That's not for me.
It does nothing for me.
Literally, when she likes something, she talks to the girl, but when she doesn't, she looks at Rue like, can you
like,
help that
I
one?
just
Fix
don't
her.
like it. I don't
like
like
that
it.
one. You
I
like
don't
that
like
one? You
it.
put her on your show?
I don't like it.
These looks are very that. And then Morgan just has a little chuckle fit. She plays old Pennywise. This was Morgan's first Pennywise appearance for sure. Chuckling.
The lip sync is great. It's that good old Martha Wash song. Very gospel, very uplifting.
I think we know from the start that Sahara will win.
Oh,
I do.
And, well, when Morgan gets told she's in the bottom, she's laughing. She's chuckling, as you said.
And RuPaul says, why are you laughing, bitch?
Why are you-
With her eyes.
Why are you laughing, Morgan? Like, that's not a good sign. You can't, I mean...
Can we watch that part real quick? Because
Yeah.
Rue has this one look where I want to remember and replicate how she says it. Like, oh, you're going home. You know that one?
Why are you laughing?
Morgan McMichaels. Why are you laughing?
I always laugh. It's a nervous thing, I think.
I'm sorry, my dear, but you are up for elimination.
That was it.
Your fate is sealed.
Okay, so when it says you, she's saying, little girl, you're going home. I'm sorry, my dear, but you can leave.
I understand. I understand from Morgan's point of view, because she's a strong-ass, hard-ass bitch, and she does not want to show emotions. She even said, I think she says on All Stars 3, when she's on it, she's like, I don't like showing emotions. Like when she gets...
Isn't that the sign of a sociopath?
No, it's the sign of someone who's guarded and who's on TV and wants to like protect themselves. However, they also, that's not rewarded on reality TV. They
Emotions
want to
are for
see
ugly
through.
people.
They want to see through though to the real.
The vulnerability.
They don't want to see like this is the serious climax of the episode. They don't want to see someone
Yeah.
whatever,
The
like
stakes.
laughing it off.
There's stakes.
Yeah. And so I think her fate is sealed right then and there. But she still delivers a solid lip sync.
They
as
cut,
she does.
They cut to Martha cutting eyes at Morgan over to Sahara. She's like, yes, dance, baby.
Yeah.
Rue was
and
into it.
Sahara does the very first jump off the stage into the split. Kennedy Davenport right now. Ka 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 ka.
Bam.
And luckily the lighting is swell down there.
And let me tell you something else.
The light is good.
Consistent winner spot. Winner was on stage right once again.
Okay. All
Girl.
right. I'm seeing it.
Father
I'm seeing
Dowling
the
Mysteries.
pattern. Morgan's fighting with the train of her dress, which is unfortunate.
She's doing her Two of Hearts good. Look at my face. Hand move.
Look at my face till the new day dawns. RuPaul loves this song. It's a good song. I really love this one too. So, I have a couple questions for you, Willem. You didn't wear a gown at your wedding, did you?
I didn't wear a gown.
No. I think it was an opportunity and you missed it.
I did go to Latrice's wedding though, and a couple of the queens came up in it. And as soon as I saw that first church hat, I was like, I could have done a better hat than that. I should have got up in it.
I think it was a missed opportunity.
Honestly,
you
I
took
would've-
a risk and it did not pay off.
It did not pay off. in the main challenge. But later, or in the mini challenge, because in the main challenge, which was a reception, I was glad I was a boy, because like
Right.
that was just like hanging out, and to be up in it, then your hair's fucked up for the rest of the day, and like
That's true.
after the wig head. Yeah. So, what do you plan on wearing to your wedding gown or?
Oh, I don't know. Is marriage legal for everyone yet?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good. I'm not interested in having the law involved in my personal life.
You're just gonna trade amethysts
Yeah, like a ceremony is great.
on a bluff.
And I don't know. I mean, maybe a little of both, because I do love dresses and I love a gown and I love drama. And so if you're going to like walk down an aisle with a bunch of people, I would want to put on something
Yeah.
flamboyant. So of course, yeah, I love that.
My character on East Siders gets to get married next season, and I'm doing a white dress with the giant handkerchief print. So it's hanky code ball gown, white.
Is it
corset,
white
boop, boop.
hanky come? Okay.
She's a
Come all you
classic girl.
faithful.
She's a classic girl.
Come all you faithful. What's your trade look like? I saw one over here in a frame when you had a beard and the overalls. That
my
shot,
keychain?
that one good shot.
That worked very well when I had a beard. I don't catfish. I'm going to show you my grinder right now.
Oh, tell me, show me. And are we putting this on the Instagram?
Oh, yeah, sure. My
Could you
Instagram's
send
fine.
that to Dips?
Yeah.
I want to see this.
Okay. Screenshotting it.
Willem's grinder photo. This isn't the one of her hole.
Okay. Look it up.
That's the Unlocked Private album.
Feel free to read it to the class.
Just here for D. Okay, well, I don't need to
Heading.
read the whole fucking thing.
It's epic.
She certainly is showing off her assets. She says, "Here I am in an airplane lavatory, bitch.
With a full screen
Here's
toggle.
my rump in Aussie bum in a fucking Delta One lavatory. Get into it, whore. Suffer.
Diamond.
Get into it and suffer.
Diamond, do you still have one?
You should have your diamond keychain on your ass.
Diamond panty. We're going to put that on the Instagram. Our Instagram is RaceChaserPod. And feel free to send nudes.
I mean, more people have seen that picture than anyone with enough followers on Instagram could provide.
Truth.
That photo's been around, I'm sure.
No, that's new.
Oh.
I regularly update.
I love that.
The first picture.
Thank you, Dr. Hansen. It's lovely work. That's some of the finest
He
silicone
hasn't worked
work.
on me since I was 21.
That's some of the finest silicone work I've seen.
It's not cone.
I
It's not
know.
cone.
I know. It's all for the record. It is all real. It's homegrown.
It wouldn't jiggle as much if it wasn't.
Exactly. This has been a really great episode.
So fun,
I
but-
think the heat is turning up.
The only reason we have the opportunities to be great is because of the greatness that we're watching. This show is so good this season.
Tatiana's getting more and more pissed by the episode, and we love it.
Tatiana looks like she went from a teen model to I'm cutting on my wedding day in the back. Full on Lydia Beetlejuice, bitch bride. She's
oh my
pissed.
God. She's really upset.
Ooh, this Tati tidbit is not taking it. I was trying to get all T's.
What do you think is the most
Tati's a T girl.
viral or memorable moment?
Ooh,
I think
the
Tyra
Tati
is
is a complete bitch. Yeah.
Tyra
Tati's
is
saying
a
it.
complete bitch.
Calling
it
it
says
out.
it all.
Calling it out.
is.
She's
It
like, I don't
is.
care. She wants to be a bitch. I'm going to tell everybody. But ladylike enough to not whine about it until she's asked. Rue asks her. She says, tell us.
And she says, I'm going to tell you succinctly and say thank you afterward.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Did she say thank you?
I don't think
Probably.
so.
Oh.
Well, this has been really fun.
So fun.
Thank you so much for joining us for Race Chaser. And we will be back on our next episode to continue our journey down Drag Race memory lane. And you can keep
Willem.
on.
Oh, sorry.
You can keep on tasting the race. Taste the race.
Taste whatever that was.
Taste whatever that was. Sorry.
Taste the race.
I'm sorry for being mean. My name is Willem.
And I'm Alaska.
And you could rate our podcast and comment and tell us how fabulous it is. And subscribe and make sure you know when each new episode comes out. I'm a basic level reader.
That's it. Follow the dolls at Willem, at the Only Alaska 5000, and our brand new Instagram, which is at RaceChaserPod.
And post and tweet the house down and use the hashtag Race Chaser.
Until next time, Race Chasers. Bye.
Thank you for tasting the race.
Taste the race.
Race Chaser.
Race Chaser is not endorsed by World of Wonder, Viacom, or any of their subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. RuPaul's Drag Race and all names, pictures, and audio clips are registered trademarks and or copyrights of their respective trademark and copyright holders.
Race Chaser with Alaska and Willem is a Forever Dog podcast.
Produced by Big Dipper.
Executive produced by Brett Boehm, Joe Cilio, and Alex Ramsey.
Our theme song is Race Chaser by Alaska Thunderfuck, available on iTunes.